Looks like you've got some extra room on your plate. How about a helping of fun talk and real stories? This is Sunday Brunch with Jamie West and Tracy Lynn on AM 900 CHML.
Sunday Brunch continues on AM 900 CHML, and it's time once again for the Just Ask Bob Show radio edition. Bobby Asadorian back with us from Triple R Renovations. You see him on Cable 14. This is, we call him the Martin Luther King of all things renovation and home maintenance, because you're passionate, Bobby, and you're an advocate that works tirelessly on behalf of consumers. You should have a cape or something.
Thank you, Jamie. Thank you.
So, Bobby, let's talk about contractors. Your favorite topic is the fact that most of them don't have licenses, and that's a bit shocking. Talk about the numbers.
The numbers are 85% of anyone, I don't care who it is, your roof, your kitchen, basement, or bathroom, contractors you call to visit you at home, approximately 85% will be unlicensed in the city of Hamilton.
Why?
Wow.
This has been steady. This has been 13 years. I've been doing this as a licensed contractor for 13 years. Half that time, I've been heavily involved in the media, as you know, doing radio, television, a variety of things. This percentage, Bob doesn't make this up. This comes from the horse's mouth. This is homeowners, Hamilton homeowners, emailing me, phoning me after they've seen me on television or listen to me on radio, or obviously when they engage me in their homes, when they call me in myself as a contractor. This is information that comes right from the homeowners, Jamie.
Bobby, why are contractors avoiding being licensed? Like, is there what's the deal there? Is it are they viewing it as a cash grab by the city? Is being unlicensed reflective of your skill set? Talk about that.
First, we need to break it down by what is a contractor. I mean, that's an interesting word, contractor. You know, you can have a great tradesman or tradesperson that works for an employer, you know, the contracting firm. Obviously, they don't have liability insurance, WSIB, Workplace Insurance Board coverage, so they're moonlighting, Jamie. So let's call this guy the moonlighter. You know, they're going out evenings and weekends, especially weekends. They're going to tackle anything they can in your home. Now, these people, are they really a contractor? They're going to tell you they're a contractor when they show up. But somebody like this is not licensed. You know, then you have the person who, again, the steel industry. Hamilton's big for steel. I know for a fact that many, many times when the steel industries are on layoff or strike or whatever the situation is, you know, these people some time ago, they were great tradespeople in their own right. So now they go out and become the weekend contractors while they're on layoff. Again, that categorization, they're not going to have a license. Then the final category, I mean, there can be a great many variations, but other categories, they're just the bum. You know, the guy that's out of work, the guy that just doesn't work anywhere, he'll do it for beer, he'll do it for cash, he'll take your money for any reason at all. So these people, typically, they're not contractors. They're just people out to take your money, literally.
Okay, so how is the reason that 85% of them aren't licensed that licensing fees are exorbitant and they figure why bother, it's just a tax by the local government? Talk about that.
Yeah, well, very few. That's a small amount that would complain about the licensing fee. In Hamilton, the fee, and I don't think it's bad, the fee is just under $400. But the problem is what you're getting for the fee. You've got to sit there, 2-hour examination on the Ontario Building Code. That's a strict test. I took that test myself about 14 years ago, and I sat on the Board of Trade Examinations for 3 years helping to administer it. So, A, it's a tough test. B, no chance to even sit down and write that test unless you pass a police clearance. So you get down to the city of Hamilton, you bring them a police clearance, you pay the fee, you take the exam. Now, Hamilton does its due diligence. Many municipalities do not. So this is extraordinary that the city cares enough for homeowners. It's a difficult test. You have to have a police clearance. Now, that makes me wonder as well with the police clearance. Is that a potential issue? You know, you have to have a fairly clean record, Jamie, before you can even go in and write the examination.
Right. So if you got any blemish, you're in trouble.
Now, what if somebody says, yes, I am licensed, and we're just taking their word for it? Is there a directory, or how can somebody find out their credentials?
Beautiful question. Excellent question. I give this number out anywhere I can. 905-546-2424. Now, I want homeowners to ask for 2 departments. Ask for licensing, obviously, and if you do have a renovation coming up, same phone number, different extension, ask for building department to find out if the job you're looking at having done requires a permit. Now, back to the licensing, the city will immediately tell you within minutes if this contractor is licensed. Because that's another problem, guys. Contractors lie, or for lack of a better word, these people are not contractors to begin with. So many times they're lying. You know, homeowners all the time will ask me, should we take them for their word? Typically there's an ID, well, always there's an ID card. Typically most contractors will carry it with them or not. You know, 13 years ago I got this license card. It says City of Hamilton, Master Building Repair, has my picture on it. I punch a hole through it, I pull a little rope through it, I hang it around my neck. I show it to homeowners on every appointment the moment they let me in their home. And I ask them, I quiz them, I engage homeowners immediately right off the get-go. And the vast majority, 85% almost all the time, told me, we've never seen this card, Bob. We've never heard of this card. Doesn't cease to amaze me, doesn't surprise me anymore, right up until yesterday going to people's homes for estimates.
Wow. So
that's scary.
Well, it is scary. It's it makes you wonder, like, you've got, but it comes down to what you've often said, and that is you've got to do your homework. And consumers, Bobby, often aren't willing to do that, and then they get into trouble.
Jamie, almost every single renovation gone wrong, I've dubbed that term there, reno gone wrong, almost every single case. You know, I hate to turn it on the flip side here and blame the homeowners, but there's a lot of blame to go around to both parties. Homeowners rush. You know, you work 9 to 5, you've got kids, you've got soccer practice, you've got gymnastics, you know, you have your own time to sit down and watch TV. Everybody's in a rush. So the contractors, they show up quickly, get a few quotes in, if that at times. Most homeowners will hire the first guy that shows up at the door. They're not going to check for licensing. They're not going to check for insurance and WSIB coverage, and especially references. You have to step back. This is not, always like to explain it, it's not a retail transaction. You're not going to the store and handing over money and buying a chocolate bar. You know, this contract is going to be in your home from before you leave to work, and then most likely be there until after you've come back from work. You have family, you have possessions, you have valuables. You want some security here. I mean, one thing's the job being done properly so you enjoy that new kitchen, basement, bathroom, or beautiful deck. But we're talking about security. We're talking about your possessions. We're talking about you not getting sued for something that was not your fault from the homeowner. Yeah. People have to step back. They have to take a step back and think.
I can tell you, Bobby, from personal experience, that even the renovation jobs that I've had that went well, when I think of some of the best experiences that I've had, and I've had some pretty crappy ones too over the years, but even the best ones I've had, and people should listen to this, even those ones are stressful. Like, even the best ones do cause stress because you've got people working, as you pointed out, Bobby, in your home, and there's disruption, and there's dust, and there's, you know, delays and things. It's stressful because, you know, it's just because it's in your home, and those are the ones that have gone really well. Never mind the ones that have gone for a major, you know,
plus they're in your home when you're not there.
Yeah.
I can imagine. I mean, I have a difficult job. You know, I tell this to people all the time. I don't get up and go to an office every day. I leave my home office every day, more or less to intrude upon homeowners that have a family. They've got children. Sometimes there's barrier issues. They're disabled. Other times they're seniors. I have to type larger, bold print in the contracts so they can read them clear. They have personalities. Everybody has different personalities.
Yes, that's huge.
You know, different religions, different nationalities. You know, there's all types of things that go on. By no means is it easy, but the buck has to start with being licensed. You know, when you start off being licensed, you're at least legitimate, and then you have to move from there. But guys, I want to be very clear to your listeners, to our listeners. I want to make sure that people understand being licensed isn't the end all. Having a license for the contractor does not guarantee you a perfect renovation. However, it is a perfect start. You know, as far as the rest, there's personality conflicts. You have to make sure you can get along with this fellow. You have to make sure there's a good relationship. You have to study with each other, review materials, scheduling. So again, it does not an outright guarantee the job will be perfect, but it's absolute best foundation for starting the job.
Yeah, absolutely. And you put the nail on the head there, foundation. Bobby, how do people get a hold of you if they'd like to contact you?
I am the easiest, most accessible fellow to get a hold of. www.justaskbob.com or 289-649-0196. Jamie at Hamilton, guys, I want a quick shout-out to my sponsor, a shout-out to my favorite electrician, John Tenbrink of JMT Electrical. Call on him for all your home or commercial needs. Find him on our website.
Excellent. Bob Asadorian from the Just Ask Bob Show, Cable 14 and Just Ask Bob Show Radio Edition, exclusively right here on Sunday Brunch on AM 900 CHML. Thank you so much, my friend. Have a great Sunday.
Thank you, and thank you, Hamilton. Enjoy the weekend.
Take care. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Lots more to come on this edition of Sunday Brunch with Beauty here.
Ooh.
And the Beast. Mungo Jerry, you didn't think I was talking about myself,
You're the
did
brains.
ya? Coming back on AM 900 CHML. Thanks.
Right.